Hey everyone, welcome to High School Dropouts Advice. We are talking about Volkswagen today, which trades under VWAGY, VWKAF and VLKPF. You might ask me why the company trades under different names. The reason for this is that there are common Volkswagen and preferred Volkswagen shares. Let me show you this. Volkswagen got some ordinary shares and some preference shares. The main difference between preferred and common stocks is that the preferred stocks gives no voting rights to shareholders, while common stock does. Preferred shareholders have priority over a company's income, meaning they are paid dividends before common shareholders. Let me show you this in detail. You can see that the common stocks have a dividend of 1.33% and cost $35.95 with 5 billion outstanding shares circulating the market. At the preferred shares, you can see that they offer a 2.05 in dividend. So you get some more dividends, but you lose your power in voting. So it's up to you which you like more. Anyways, before we dive deeper and talk why these stocks are surging, which of the Volkswagen stock you should buy, and finally compare it with Tesla, I would like to ask you to subscribe to my channel, share the videos or give me a like. Videos like this take a long time to produce. You have to do research, scripting, shooting and editing. So please help me and the YouTube algorithm. So let us talk about Volkswagen. Some of you might not know that Volkswagen owns many other car companies. Besides their own Volkswagen brand, which is underrepresented in the US, you will have brands of Audi, Seat, Skoda, Bentley, Bugatti, Lamborghini, Ducati, Porsche, VW commercial vehicles, Scania and MAN. The different brands help them to diversify and every customer will find something which fits them. This is a very competitive edge. Volkswagen have over 70 models over electric cars until 2030. Volkswagen is going all in electric vehicles. It already overtook Tesla in Europe in 2020. The Volkswagen brand sold more electric cars than Tesla. Last year, Tesla sold just under 500,000 EVs, taking a 16% share of the global market, down from 17% in 2019. While Volkswagen sold about 422,000, denoting a 13% share. In the fourth quarter of 2020, VW actually sold the most EVs, 191,000, compared with 183,000 for Tesla. However, in terms of all electric car sales, Tesla had a 23% global market share in 2020, more than double Volkswagen's 11% position. This is huge news. Tesla is losing ground in Europe versus Volkswagen, and Volkswagen is also expanding in China. That being said, let me show you a surprising fact here. Despite some early success in the EV market and its status as one of the world's largest automakers, Volkswagen remains only about 1/5 of Tesla size in terms of the market cap, 134 billion versus 678 billion. Volkswagen is also making drastic improvements. Volkswagen said on Monday it can slash its sales cost by 50% by developing a one-size-fits-all format for most of their cases, while Tesla outlined plans to reduce the cell cost by 56%. I still think the overall cost is cheaper for Tesla to produce a battery, but Volkswagen will not stand on the sideline watching Tesla overtaking him. Volkswagen already has invested a lot of money in QuantumScape and got an exclusive partnership with them for the solid-state batteries development, which will launch in 2025. If you want to watch my QuantumScape video, I will link it up here and in the description below. The CEO of Volkswagen, Herbert Diess, is actually a good friend of Elon Musk. And I have to say, from the interviews I saw, he is a very bright man. he understands clearly what Volkswagen is lacking of and why Tesla is at the moment ahead of the EV race. I recently read the news that Volkswagen is hiring 6,200 IT specialists to build a better software, AI, autonomous driving. In other words, he understands that the modern car is not just electric, but it will be a smart car, an extension of our office. 6,200 IT specialists would be the second largest company in Europe, having so many IT specialists. The first is SAP. This is a remarkable achievement for a car manufacturer. So CEO Herbert Diess understands that this is not just a battery race, but also a tech race. I have to say that I'm not so worried about scaling as Volkswagen's issue, since they have been on the market for over 80 years and are one of the world's largest car manufacturers. New manufacturers like NIO and Luxit will have more challenges here. Now, let us talk about the stock. I think we can keep it quite short here. We have a cheap evaluated company with strong fundamentals overtaking Tesla in EV sales in Europe, investing big into the future's development, so we can be very bullish on this stock. There's a funny thing that happened and I want my viewers and subscribers to know about it. There's a widening spread between the common stocks and the preference stocks. Let me show you this. We can see from the 5-day graph that we had a jump from around $27 a share to $36. This is a spike of 33%. Now let me show you this. We are starting at around 230 and had a spike to now 265. This is a total spike of only 15%. So this means that the preferred stock did not get the same attention as the common one. This gap will be closed soon, so you have to be quick and buy the preferred one. They are the cheaper stock. Even the price per stock seems higher. More and more retail investors are investing. They see a stock with $35 and will buy that one instead of the one for $265 because they don't know any better. They think it's cheaper. By the way, if you have no brokerage account or you need a second brokerage account to buy stocks, I can recommend you Webull, where you can get 2 free stocks up to $1,850 for free when you deposit at least $100. They would also pay you a transferring bonus of up to $200 when you transfer from your old brokerage to theirs. The good thing about Webull is you can trade in the pre and after market, so you can sell or buy shares before the majority does. You can find the link to register below in my description. For my viewers and subscribers, I want to make clear that you know what you buy. Let me show you this with a graph. On the top chart, you see Volkswagen ordinary shares and in red the Volkswagen preference shares. You see that both are usually trailed pretty much in the same way. But when retail investors join the game and are not aware of the stock difference, they pick the ordinary shares. And now we have this difference. You can see the black graph being way higher than the red one. You see at the bottom that the ratio has spiked up to nearly 40%. The ratio should be at 1, so both are equal. So this means you would buy Volkswagen preference shares at a discount. As a reward for my loyal viewers and subscribers who have watched this video until here, let me share you this. The Porsche and Piëch family is the largest shareholder of Volkswagen, and the valuation of Volkswagen common shares has outpaced the one by Porsche's SE. Let me show you the graph. When you buy Porsche's common shares now, you get a 50% discount on Volkswagen's value. This is better than Black Friday. I know exactly where I will put my money now. You can also start a trade. This is free value, and once people realize you can make a nice profit here. let me show you this. Porsche owns 31.4% of Volkswagen. Volkswagen is at the $180 billion market cap. The 31.4% represents 56.52 billion in market cap. Now let me show you what Porsche is trading for. 30.7 billion market cap. We have a huge upside potential here. There's so much free value here. If you buy the stock, make sure you buy POAHY, the common shares. The dividend is at 2.5% with the ordinary shares, and the preferred ones only has 2.45% for some reason, I don't know. So you get voting rights and more money. Okay everyone, I hope that you learned something new in my video. If you learned something new, please don't forget to share this video with your loved ones so I can get exposed to a new audience. At this point, I have to say for legal reasons that I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a guy on YouTube. Do your own due diligence and remember that your money is your responsibility. And please subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed watching it. Please also share it with your loved ones and check. Please also share it with your loved ones and check out my other videos on my channel. Thank you so much and see you hopefully in the next video. Thank you. Bye.